Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman channel. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable, but most importantly, I am human. Well, just know that this is going to be a key that you guys are going to get used to, especially with some of the messages that I get. Yay! And then there's going to be some, even when I'm talking about politics and current events, because people post ignorant, bigoted, racist things. Yay, humanity. Oh, yeah, they suck sometimes. And okay. We got to get started. Oh my gosh, we have to get started because I honestly started another episode creating another idea. And then, yeah, I was like, you know what? Nope, got to back it up, start again. So have a snack and let's go. Well, if you listen to the first episode, you're going to know how I kind of did a very quick review of my dating profile. And if you didn't listen to that one, here is my profile. And I'm going to go over each and every one in a different episode in a later time. And it's for a reason, trust me. But I am finding out so much. And I have learned so much about humanity, civilization, human interaction, just from creating this profile. And I just made it around November of last year. So, November of 2022. I posted this because of all of the dating nightmares I have gone through. And you're going to learn more and more, trust me. So, just enjoy. Okay, just enjoy what I'm going to kind of go over today because it's kind of it's vital. Because okay, right now we're going to, for this lesson, especially focus on this part right here, the we can be friends. I'll read the whole thing real quick, but just pay attention to that part right there. Let's save time. And I know there should have been a space right there, but it wouldn't, either I was going to have to add that period or not have that space. And not having that period get on my nerves. I know yes, I'm special. Anyway, let's save time. We can be friends and chat if you don't fit the following, but no dating or interest past friend. What did you get out of that phrase? I asked for good reason. So I'll give you a little time. I'm not going to test you, I'm not going to quiz you, even though I've been a teacher and I've been in several different aspects of a classroom. There's no pop quiz, trust me. But just know reading is fundamental, reading is crucial. Okay, did you guys know the average reading level in America is 7th through 8th grade? Because I didn't know. I did not know that until I started doing some quick research. But just know I have my receipts at the end of this video, and I'm going to try to put them in the details and everything. So if you guys want to click through those to see where I got my information, no problem. But yes, 7th through 8th grade. And I'm going to be just telling so much about myself throughout these videos. I don't really care. But I remember I was doing some kind of medical test or whatever at a hospital. But when I was doing it, they gave me like reading tests, spelling tests, math tests, and all this other stuff. And when I was in 5th grade, I had this test when I was in 5th grade. And then the doctor was just like, wow, we can tell you really did a lot for your daughter with education and stuff. And my mom's like, oh, okay, what's up? And I find out that I had an 11th grade reading level in the 5th grade. So yeah, I was like, I know that's not everybody and everything, but yeah, I love reading. my major, my bachelor's is in English, and that I'm publishing books. I have children's books. I'm about to have a novel later this year. So, yes, I absolutely love literature. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because one thing it made so much sense when I found this out. But did you know that the reading level for Harry Potter is like between fifth and sixth grade? Because I didn't know that either. But then at the same time, it made so much sense with how it was so popular because it had the plot and an engaging scene, and the author was able to captivate and create such a beautiful environment with very simple wording to allow everyone to be able to understand, engage, and explore. And so yeah, when I found this out, I'm just like, oh, no wonder she's so marketable. I understand and I see it. Okay, here we go. But here is the public service announcement that you guys need to know. Guys, read dating profiles, read them. In my first episode, well, my first and only, is like I emphasize read and be the doctor or the Nancy Drew or the Sherlock Holmes or the Murder She Wrote type of investigator. Be a detective. And because if you're interested in somebody, see what they're providing for you. Sometimes people are giving you so much more information that will allow you to know if you're wasting your time or not. And in my profile, I try to do just that, but I try to help guys since guys don't really put much information on their profile. I decided I'm going to put a list of what I require so if they meet those, then we can talk. It's like I wish there was more room where I could describe how I fit all of those requirements, but at the same time, it's frustrating, absolutely frustrating when a guy writes me and I didn't have those standards on my profile. And next thing I know, I ask the guy, are you a Republican? Are you a Trump supporter? What's your political stance? And then they refuse to answer, or they tell me it's none of my business or that I shouldn't care. And to me, that's important. And if you're telling me it doesn't matter, I shouldn't care, then bye, next. So then they wanna, especially if they made it to the phone call or Snapchat or whatever like that, then they're calling me out of my name or they're harassing me, or like some of them, they found out my name, so then they looked me up on Facebook and they're harassing me on there, or they found me on LinkedIn. People are crazy. It's like, yeah, absolutely. Like some of them remind me of some of the Dateline mystery type of people. So, you know what? Yeah, be careful, investigate, be a detective. I see more on a daily basis that men don't read directions, maps, or dating profiles. They don't do any of that. So, guys, come on. If they're going to be lost, let them be lost. It's like some of them, they just act like they're happy to be lost. So, why help? No, I'm done trying to help men. Like, if they are lost, find the island, find like security. Like, no, I'm done with that. Nope, nope. Because in my profile, I can answer questions of what I desire and what I have to offer. And I am able to save time and filter out those who don't meet those requirements. Okay, here is an example. Okay, and yes, I'm petty. It's like, especially when men try to put me down, judge me, ridicule me, and harass me, I have no problem showing their name, picture, and everything. So, but yeah, there are some that are polite and everything. I won't show it. And there's going to be a couple of examples that they were not an issue, but it was either their age or something else, but that might be a different video that I show that. But yes, this gentleman, all that to be a friend. If you're open to just talk first, let me know. Okay, so let's go back to my profile. Let's save time. We can be friends and chat if you don't fit the following, but no dating or interest past friend. And now let's read what he wrote. All that to be a friend. If you're open to just talk first, let me know. All that to be a friend. When did I say that you have to be all of that to be a friend? I said we can be friends and chat if you don't fit the following. So if you fit all of the following, I would want to be more, possibly more than friends. But if you do not fit all of the following, then friends is like you're friend zoned. Nowhere, yeah, nothing past that. You're friends. That's it. That's all. And if I see that you're intolerable and a nightmare or a bigot, then none of the above, and it's called blocking you, getting rid of you, making sure I forget that you exist because I don't have time for that. Here is another example right here. And it's a lot. Don't worry. We are going to cover this one in later episodes. And yeah, that's why it's like sometimes I say, oh, yeah, we'll see this one later. Some of them are going to be repeats because some of them do so many idiotic, stupid things all in one message. And it's funny how many men get so mad that they don't meet all of my requirements. So instead of just swiping left or going elsewhere, finding someone that they are compatible with, they want to write me full blown essays. And then they want to lie and make up stuff or just say anything and everything just to try to tear me down as much as humanly possible. Or they must, a lot of them, well, okay, this is for my black men, especially. I mean, some white guys do this too, but it's like, I would say around 80%, yeah, maybe 80 to 85% of the black men that write me, oh, they trash me like nobody's business. And they just make it as though I can't be anything. I can't meet all of those requirements because I'm black. I can't meet all of those requirements because I'm female. And I especially can't meet all of those requirements because I'm black and female. When, if you look at my list again, must not be a Republican or Trump supporter. To me, that's pretty easy as long as you have common sense and you read and look at real news and not the garbage called Fox or OAN, you're fine. But I mean, hey, whatever, let's keep going. As long as you don't have a record or been in prison. I used to not have that. And I have so many stories on this, but I kept getting into situations where I'm finding out like, nope, nope, I refuse. No. It's like I'm not gonna be anywhere near certain things. So I have too many goals, aspirations, and dreams for some man to try to come and mess it up, or they tell me, oh, you don't have to get involved, just well, oh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to get involved, and I'm not going to get involved with you. So goodbye. Bye. Whatever. Have a good life. Anyway, must be vaccinated. If you don't believe in vaccinations, okay, then we are not compatible. Because I think about when we have kids, I need somebody who is the head of the family who agrees about vaccinations. That is a very important thing for me because if we disagree, that's going to be arguments and fights. So at least that will alleviate that. And then I'm going to have an episode on each one of these and examples of the messages I get from men about these. But the degrees, trades, or certification, especially with black men, a lot of them say, my job is to have babies. How many babies do you have? You must have babies. Oh, if you haven't been married, something's wrong with you. Nobody wants you. You're the R word and so many other awful things where you must be crazy. And well, I'm petty and crazy enough to do this, but whatever. Let's keep going. But with this message, this guy says you require all of those things in your profile just to be friends. And it's like the same illiterate thing as the first example. No, we can be friends and chat if you don't fit the following, but no dating or interest past friends. Maybe I need to just say these requirements are for boyfriend material only, but then it's like, because I did have something like that at first, but then a lot of men would get mad at me if they did pass, at least majority of them, and then but I wouldn't go out with them because even though you meet the requirements doesn't mean I find you attractive. And that doesn't mean that when we talk, it's stimulating and captivating. Because when I say able to have deep conversation, oh, I have so many messages on that too. Because the high school gentlemen automatically think that I'm talking about them when why would I put must be able to have deep conversations if all men who have degrees, trades, or certifications can do that? Because if that was the case, I wouldn't need to put that on the list. So yeah, and some of the men who do meet the other requirements, but then we talk, and I'm like, nah, I don't feel no, no, thank you. They get mad at me, and some have even tried to threaten me and things. So yeah, my dating life it sucks. Yeah, but guys, it is important to read profiles, investigate, look at the pictures. It's like a picture says 1,000 words, profiles say 1,000 words, so pay attention. I'm gonna do another one of these because I have several more that are about the literacy epidemic in the U or well, some are international, but I mean English isn't their first language, so I will not put those as examples, but just now, oh my gosh, when I do the international episodes, you guys are gonna crack up or you're gonna be, let's just say, grab your snacks for that episode. And here's the second one. Oh, I want to make you wall. So he can't even say your wall, but whatever. He can't. How big is your? Yeah. Well, look at that's why I made the key so you guys can put the pieces together. You look like a man. All right, that's a first. Oh, and you are. Well, he didn't say. Well, yeah, he doesn't type that well, but oh, and you. Like look at the key. For want he's a jerk, like Trump in office. Dude's bankrupt his own business. What you think he's gonna do to our country? Simple minded, I see. Okay, so we gotta kind of examine this real quick because, yeah, he's an idiot. He's an idiot, an absolute idiot. Because look at my list again. Must not be a Republican or Trump supporter. But he's saying that I am a for want yeah basically he's trying to say that because I don't want to say the R word. I hate that word, and having a disability, I already have people calling me that word. So, but yeah, this no good imbecile of a oh, and you a blank for want a blank like Trump in office. When did I ever say I want him in office? And he is just showing that he is probably below the literacy rate in America. So, yeah, we wouldn't be compatible whatsoever, but he wants to degrade me to the point where he wants to genderize me. And then, yeah, it's like he did all this just to be on my wall. Oh, and yeah, on my dating profile with my pictures, I take screenshots because I show the men that I am going to show you. They don't know that I was going to make a YouTube channel out of the awful, degrading ones because I didn't know it was going to turn out like this. I got one that was just a nightmare. And I was just like, how do men just feel like they can treat women like this? How do men think they can just do whatever they want? And then after the 20th and then the 50th text that I just kept getting them, I started putting them into my profile and rotating some of them. But then I was like, you know what? The world needs to see the ugly side of dating. And, or for me, it's the ugly side of mostly men. But with this channel, I'm going to be showing different races from different platforms, especially when talking about The Little Mermaid and as like other racist situations where I got the people's permission to post and talk about them. So get ready. But yes, I have imbeciles like this writing me, and yeah, no wonder. But then they want to blame me for being single, and some want to tell me it's so complicated for me to date and I will never find anybody when four out of the yes, it's seven things on my list, but being vaccinated, okay, and then not being a Trump supporter or Republican, okay, not going to prison, I didn't think it was that hard, and then willing to have good conversation and willing to adopt and foster, that's five out of the seven. So to me, the top two that's most difficult would be to have a degree, trade, or certification, or to have investments. And I didn't even say how much. You can have like $20. I would hope more than that, but I would hope $20. If you had that, I would be like, at least you're trying. It's like then I would teach you and show you different sites where you can invest like $5 a day or even $5 a month and go from there, which I do plan on talking about on this site too. It's like there's so much stuff I want. I can't. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do on the Handicapable Nerd or this one, but or I might do it different versions on both of them. But anyways, you get my drift. Thank you so much for listening. And I have a topic that you guys can write in the comments about. Please feel free to subscribe, like, comment. You guys are beautiful. And I do have a little sneak peek or a little information about my novel that will be coming out soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. And you're going to hear a lot more about my projects and things, but one of them is going to be coming out later this year, I hope. But it's called The Super They Drained Out of Me. My main character has a disability. It's an urban fantasy with mystery, a lot of naughty jokes, superpowers, and villains, and so much more. But thanks for listening, and I hope you will like, subscribe, comment. If you had a superpower, what would it be? And what are your standards when it comes to dating? What is a must and what is a must not? Thanks so much. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. And I do have a question at the very, very end where you can comment, talk, discuss, and everything, spill the tea. And also, just know that I do have a podcast. Right now, I think I'm about to post episode 54. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be at episode 60, yes, 61 or something by the end, or by the end of this week. Yeah, I got a lot of recording. I need to catch up. I'm trying to edit novels and write my books, and let's just say it's a full time business. But if you look up the Handicapable Black Woman podcast on majority of podcast networks, you'll find me. You'll be able to listen. I have so many stories on there about my past two relationships. One, Mr. Lockakey, was for 5 years, and I do talk about how his substance abuse, yeah, let's just say it was something, yeah. Mm. And there's several stories about him. And then there's Mr. No Heart, who I learned a lot about men who have children, but and I adore kids. I want kids, and I don't mind if a guy has kids, but I need to make sure the man is not selfish with that situation, and he will not deny me the opportunity to be able to have kids, or tell me that I'm fortunate, lucky, and basically blessed to not have them. And he kept telling me that until I believed him, or until I obeyed that, basically. Because I would tell him I want to at least adopt. He was like, no, you don't. Be happy you don't have kids. I didn't want my kids. And he would tell me that, like, I'm like, how about if your daughters overhear you one day? How about if they hear that you're basically telling them you did not want them? Because he would say they're a mistake and some, yeah. But anyways, I talk about my health and disability life and so many other things, current events and political news and things like that. So please check me out. Stay beautiful, stay blessed. The question for the comment section is, what happened to you when you did not read and or follow the directions? Bye.